Welcome to this latest edition of Salty Talk with my favorite salty witches, Suzy and Kimmy.
Hey guys.
I'm Pamela. I'm co-owner of Silk and Salt Photography and co-leader of the Salty Witches Facebook group. And this month we are focusing on health at every size, which is not only a movement, it's also a book written by Linda Bacon. She's written a really wonderful, comprehensive text on like the principles behind it and just a guide on how to change your life for the better by not dieting anymore. So we're just going to go over the 5 principles of health at every size. Suzy, would you like to introduce the first principle of health at every size?
Absolutely. It's size inclusivity, which means size is not a direct factor to your health.
Right, exactly. So one of the things that Linda says in the book that I really love is that we should not allow the scale to determine or to weigh our worth. We should not allow our scale to weigh our worth.
I love that. I love that, especially being a very tall woman that takes up a lot of space. You know, if I tell someone I weigh 200 pounds, the amount of people that go, oh, wow. But to me, that's my relationship to gravity. It's detaching that emotional tie to a physical reaction.
And all sizes are worthy. And really what we want to get across is that there is no evidence, there is no scientific evidence that the size or shape of your body tells you anything about the health of that body.
Exactly. And also in the Facebook group, we actually had a graphic that was posted that showed all of the Olympic athletes during the Olympics and the different shapes and sizes and musculature and curviness. Like, they're all
weightlifters are amazing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And at the end of the day, they're all athletes. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, again, back to the whole, if you're tall or short or thick or thin, they're all athletes.
Yeah. Would you like to tell us about the second principle of health at every size?
Yeah, the second principle is health enhancement. And that's a more holistic view. It's not just about a physical relationship to gravity. We're talking about your mental health, your financial status, access to services that you may need, whether that be, I know in the group we talked about the 211 in Utah, where you can get different, services, and I think that looking at the whole person, not just how big you are, how small you are, but where you're at in the socioeconomic world as well.
And we try to enhance our health, so many of us, by dieting, because that's what we're told we're supposed to do, right?
I've tried it. I've done it.
That we should all be on a diet. Dieting doesn't work, though.
It doesn't work because when you stop dieting, you return to something that she calls a set point in the book, and that's your weight that you return to after a diet, or the weight that you exist at when you listen to your body and intuitively eat.
Eating intuitively is something that most of us have never really learned because we haven't had that modeled for us. But the whole idea is that you don't clean your plate, you stop eating when you're full. You listen to your body's hunger cues to eat when you're hungry, and you listen to your body's fullness cues to stop when you're full.
Children are really good at intuitive eating until they start school, until it becomes a social aspect. When you have little kids up until about the age of 5, you'll have your snackers and your grazers, and the kids will just kind of go back and pick at their plate and go play. And it's only when society kind of steps in that we lose that intuitive eating. And so it is kind of going back to, hey, listen to, am I full? Yeah, I'm full.
So we talked about how dieting doesn't work because our bodies naturally return to our set point over time. And basically, we're signaling to our body when we diet that we are under starving conditions. And our body helps us out by going, oh my gosh, starvation is a thing that happens? Okay, well, hell, let's make sure that we have reserves for the future, right? So every time you diet, that metabolism changes. and that can actually raise your set point over time.